We are at the intersection of Main Street and Beaver Run, so we're going to give you a little preview of Beaver Run and some of the options on Beaver Run and different areas that you can go play. So come check out Beaver Run. Tree. That beaver ate that tree.
Beaver. Oh, well, that one.
Look at that tree. I think they wrote a song about that.
What, the little hill?
Yeah, the little dip.
Little dip?
I dip, you dip, we dip.
Don't ever do that again.
After the dip,
Mm-hmm.
if you go right, that's the beginning of Cedar Point.
Yeah.
Now, when you first go into Cedar Point, you go right and then you immediately go left. We are going to make a trail that goes right as well.
Oh.
It's just going to be, I mean, I've been in there. It's super steep and slopes. There's going to be a lot of off camber. But I don't know what it's going to be like. It'll be a fun trail no matter what. Maybe I'll go up and down through there. It'll be fun. But we're going to keep going straight on Beaver Run. And when we get around this corner, I'll stop for a moment and show you a little intersection. And you have an option to stay on the high line of Beaver Run. You can go the low line of Beaver Run or the middle line of Beaver Run. So we're going to stay with the high line for right now, and then we'll show them what the mid and low line looks like. Low line, middle line, high line. That was the fast version of the high line.
Yeah, it was.
So, that was fun.
Yeah.
Brings me back to my cross country.
That was
racing
high line.
days. That was high line.
Of Beaver Run.
Of Beaver Run. So now, let's go back and do low line. That's probably the more fun and challenging.
Yeah.
More difficult.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple trails off of that we can show them how to get to as well.
Okay.
I'll put in an L for this one.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is Beaver Run Low Line. I got lazy with the trail names and I just called the whole thing Beaver Run. So this is Beaver Run Low. It's definitely a little trickier, more off camber. The funnest part about this was that I made this trail with the bulldozer and just like kept cutting it in and backing up and pushing trees like crazy. It was a lot of fun. But it's a really pretty drive too. I mean, it's not impossible. It's definitely more difficult than what we just did, but you just got to be careful.
You think the Jeeps can take this line?
Jeeps can definitely take this.
Okay.
I'd say any off-road capable vehicle can take this trail.
This trail is, I think, probably one of the first videos ever posted to the channel.
Oh.
Where we got hung up on that tree in the Defender.
This is when we took the Defender Limited Max through there, and we got stuck a lot. I mean,
it was new at that point.
It was new. And you know, all the kids were like, "Oh, Dad got stuck." Like, look, I've been stuck. Okay. And I can just tell you that was not stuck. I didn't even have to get out of the vehicle.
Right.
I didn't have to pull winch. Like, if you don't even have to get out of the vehicle, how can you even say that you're stuck? That's just my argument, okay?
Fair point.
We were hung up for a moment. We were momentarily hung.
That's funny. I'm hung all the
At
time.
Beaver Run. This is where we temporarily merged with Beaver Run Mid.
Oh.
And Mid continues up to the right and goes back to the high line. Beaver Run Low
Goes down.
drops down low. What's that?
That's Eli's crack.
That's Eli's crack. Yep. That's the power line trail. It's not super exciting. It's wide. There's a power line up overhead and it's straight. So that's the bailout. If you come down Beaver Run Low and you don't want to continue the more difficult part, you can always just turn up and go up right there. Okay, this is kind of like a little insider preview. I haven't even marked this trail on OnX yet.
No.
I think it's a pretty difficult trail because it's all off camber, and in some of the off camber positions, there's places where you have to drive over rock that puts you even more off camber.
Yeah.
And it's just like one of the, I can't remember what we named that or if we even came up with a name yet for it, but off the top of the head, I'm just thinking like the name of that trail should be like Pucker. Or something like that, because it's a pucker trail. There's a lot of pucker moments. That's Beaver Run Low, and what do you know? It brings you back to Main Street.
You did that on purpose.
Maybe. This is Beaver Run Mid, and it's just a pretty easy trail, and it just kind of brings you right out to high. It's not super exciting, but it's an option.
Options are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of options I think you'll find out here.
Yeah.
And there's so many little trails that we don't really even spend much time on because they're just little access paths or something like that. That's a nice deer stand.
And as Beaver Midline meets back up with the High Line, that's going to lead you straight back down to Main Street like you saw before, and concludes our Beaver Run Trail Tour. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you out on the trail.